If you're going to buy anything from Amazon this Christmas season, make sure you go to jmohr.com, click the Amazon banner, and then email me at jmohr.com what you bought. Like our friend, check this dude out, Tommy Peterson. What's up, Tommy Peterson? Hey, Jay, I went online and I purchased some cool items using the Amazon banner on jmohr.com. I got my wife an R2-D2 dress. I got some R2-D2 socks. I got a shirt showing the silhouette of a line of elephants walking on the horizon, but the middle elephant is actually an at-at. You guys remember at-at? It's the big walking things in the snow, the big walking machines. And a flannel shirt from Quicksilver. Thanks for all the great podcasts. I drive from Vegas to San Diego a lot, and I listen to them. The Nick Swartzen podcast almost made me crash my car. I was laughing so hard, and I couldn't see through the tears. Bort, that's from Tommy Peterson. I will be in Las Vegas January 24th, 25th, 26th at the South Point Hotel and Casino. Come see me January 24, 25, 26 at South Point Casino. And get yourself some new merch. Mohr Stories t-shirts, a lot of new lady tees. All things flow through jmohr.com. Tommy Peterson, love it, buddy. Thank you very much. All Amazon money goes to my son's college fund, direct deposit. That's not a joke. Much love to you guys.
This episode of Mohr Stories with Adam Carolla, the Ace Man, brought to you by Stamps.com. Holidays are almost here. You don't have time to go to the post office. Traffic, parking, somebody shipping ridiculously sized items to relatives they don't care about. Don't go to the post office. Use what me and Adam Carolla do. Use Stamps.com instead. With Stamps.com, you can avoid all the hassle of going to the post office during the holiday season. Everything you could do at the post office, you can do better right from your own desk. Buy and print official U.S. postage using your own computer, your own printer. Print postage for any letter or package, and then let your letter carrier simply pick it up. It's so easy, so convenient. I use Stamps.com. We all do. You got to get in on this and use Stamps.com. Right now, get this special offer. Use my last name, Mohr, M-O-H-R. It's a no-risk trial. $110 bonus offer. That includes a digital scale and up to $55 free postage. That's a lot of letters. Don't wait. Go to Stamps.com before you do anything else. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage. Type in Mohr, M-O-H-R. That's Stamps.com. Enter Mohr.
Your business depends on software. All your apps, your databases, your social media, your account management, your e-commerce. Everything you do in business relies on software. So the very last thing you need is a problem with it. New Relic's software analytics give you powerful, real-time insights into your software so you can spot problems and fix them before they become big business-stopping problems. Plus, you got web and mobile apps, right? Of course you do. You can't be in business today without a strong presence online. So let me ask you, do you have any clue how they're performing? With New Relic, you can stop wondering and start knowing how your apps are performing, because New Relic gives you full code-level visibility into their real-time performance. Give New Relic a try free for 30 days. Go to newrelic.com/radio. That's NEWRELIC.com/radio. newrelic.com/radio.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
If you want a battle, it's either that you will or you won't.
You know, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
Hey, man!
Mohr Stories, episode 200 and something with the Ace Man, Adam Carolla. It's a mobile show. I'm actually in the Adam Carolla studios.
That's why you sound so noble.
I'm winded from running in here because I was so damn late. Because of that. Hey, what's with that L.A. traffic, everybody? And why is airline food so tiny?
I go nuts on the traffic all the time. It's actually, this is like one of the only cities I know that shows disdain for the taxpayers. Like, most other cities go, well, you know, we'll tolerate these guys because they're keeping the lights on around here.
Right.
L.A. actually has sort of disdain. Like, the one thing L.A. could do for the taxpayers, And the people that are on the 405 bumper to bumper, where you come from, out on the west side over here, and all the people that are bumper to bumper, those are the earners.
Yeah,
those
we're
are
the worker bees.
Right. We ain't sitting home, with Family Feud on, waiting for the Meals on Wheels van to swing by.
Where's my government check? Where's my entitlements?
The reason we're stuck in traffic at either 8:30 in the morning or 5:30 or 6 on the way home is because we just got done putting in a full day.
Damn right.
I am shooting a fucking show, and it's in Inglewood. And
City of Champions. That's what the banner says.
Yeah. Take a couple victory laps around Inglewood.
See, you'll run a lot faster.
You see a lot of champions, like guys walking around with one shoe and then a sock that's coming off on the other foot, pushing a cart.
I meant guys named champion.
Oh.
City of Champions.
There are those.
Champion.
Yeah. There are some champs in there, but a lot of folks hanging out. Either way, hour and a half in, hour and a half home. But everyone I'm in traffic with at 8:30 in the morning on the way to Inglewood on the 2 freeway or the 5 or the 110, all earners, all essentially the government, at least the LA cities went, all right, earners, you go to work, and if you have to leave an hour early and get carbon monoxide poisoning, that'll be your deal. We will focus on getting more of your tax money, and if we do, and none of it's going to working out the highways, working out a light rail system, taking a little burden away from you. That money will just all go into the people who are staying home while you're out earning.
Yeah, it is.
And by the way, those people who are staying home, they're going to be pissed at you.
Why do I get shit for having a podcast in the Palisades? Like, every guest is like, Jesus, what a hustle getting out here. You're in Glendale. Marin's in fucking Eagle Rock. Like, Marin's in, like, the bottom of a volcano someplace. It takes longer to get there than it takes to get to Vegas.
Yeah, no, Marin's place is hard to find. Rogan's place, he's on top of Mount Olympus. Like Hercules. Like, he literally...
He is Hercules.
Have you been to his place?
No, I don't think I'm welcome there.
It's on top of It's literally on top of a mountain that's been moved from Los Angeles proper. Like, that is, I gotta say, say what you want to say. I'm the most centrally located of the group.
Well, there's a Hollywood podcast. I think that'd be more centrally located.
Okay, you're right.
Adam Carolla, last time we were speaking, we were talking about having a party in the land behind the van. Mm-hmm. And driving over here, I was like, we really should be making our own movie. Like Seth Rogen and Judd Apatow, they make like 50 movies in a row together.
Right.
You really nailed it with this Kickstarter campaign that you reached your $1 million mark for your movie.
Sure.
The name of the movie?
Road Hard.
Road Hard.
Mm-hmm.
And sweet little Academy nomination cut out for me, which I appreciate.
Absolutely.
But we should just keep. See how I just changed it, Maddie, from me to we. All of a sudden, it's we. You should just keep, or we should just keep banging away at the Kickstarter, and we should just keep making like Harold and Kumar movies. But it's just you and I, like Land Behind the Van, Big Mama Got It All, and Joe Coy fighting at P.F. Chang's.
I am ecstatic that you brought that up because I'm this close, Big Mama, and maybe you can help me.
Oh, what's wrong, baby?
I'm trying to get Tom Cruise to sit down for an interview.
He's a tough get, man.
For a Paul Newman racing documentary. And Tom Cruise drove with Paul Newman.
Drove with my father, too.
And on his team. What?
Yeah, my dad used to race SCCA in the Northeast.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise raced with my dad up at like Watkins Glen, Bridgehampton, and all those.
Yes, and he raced with the Newman Sharp team. Newman was driving bigger, faster cars, but he was driving like showroom production, and then he moved up to whatever Datsun built him, Nissan built him a car, blah, blah, blah. So he actually went with Newman in Sharp and went and raced for a couple of years. And I'm doing this Newman doc, and I'm trying to get him. And I can't get to him because I don't know him.
When I go home, I'll wake him up. I'll just wake him up when I get home. He's on the couch. He's a ne'er-do-well.
Really?
Yeah, he's my Kato Kalin. He's the bane of my existence. He wakes up every morning and goes, "What are we going to do, Jay?"
What are we going to do?
Well, you're in a movie with him. Do you have any connections?
I've been trying to get him on my podcast, and I've gone through his agency. I've gone through publicists, and it's like the brick
All right,
wall.
what do you think? What do you think of this? We met a guy from Twitter, and the guy's a big fan, and the guy's a big muckety-muck, and he said, oh, you can start these sort of campaigns. You know, these things where, like, the Marine says, I want Daphne Zuniga to go with me to the dance. He probably could pull that off. Let's see.
On a side note, after my divorce from, God, what's her name? El Canto. Yes. Right after that divorce,
the Mark of the Sea.
First thing I did was a Christmas movie, Christmas Do-Over with Daphne Zuniga.
Then you know her.
Yeah.
Now we're one step closer.
So we're closer.
So the point is this. You know when they do these campaigns, or they have some, Victoria's Secret model and some high school kid says, I want to take her to the prom, and then it gets all out over the place. And
retweet for Jessie.
Somebody sends it to her or gets it to her. I want to show you this 2-minute Newman sizzle reel for the doc that I want people using the power of Mohr Stories to send to people who know Tom Cruise to get him to sit down for this documentary.
Have you seen my P1 audience?
Yeah, they're great.
You think they got the handle on the Tom Cruise?
Somebody knows somebody. They're going to spread it around. I want to show it to you. We can, it's audio, but it's we can talk you through
let's
it.
Let's hear the audio. This is Adam Carolla's Paul Newman documentary that he's working on.
There it is.
That's Paul Newman in a fire suit.
That's right.
Why does Paul Newman need sponsors? Isn't he? He's wealthy enough. He doesn't need Canon
No
and
one wants to pay.
Firestone across.
There's Paul Newman.
Look at those eyes, those baby blues.
They say him or her.
Don't hand me into that crap.
In this, it isn't. We vote and it's him and her. You either cross the finish line first, or it's either him or her.
Usually him.
Usually him, but Paul's being
maybe
politically correct.
I think 100% of the time it's him, right? 100. What's the percentage of him?
4 national championships as a race car driver.
He was 48 years old when he
That's
started
Bob
racing.
Sharp, who's the team guy ran the team.
Retiring.
Now he ran with Cruz. Cruz ran with him.
Hashtag book Tom.
That's right.
In love with racing.
For Adam Carolla.
He was terrible at first.
Sam Posey was a professional.
Why isn't he opening his eyes? Looks like a blind Bo Bridges.
He wasn't racing Ferrari.
There's Leno.
He wasn't racing. He was racing
you're the
Datsun.
king of podcasts. Why do you need Tom Cruise? I'm middle of the road. I need Tom Cruise on my podcast for the bump.
I need him for this movie.
That's
Patrick Dempsey.
That's fair enough. You could tell. McDreamy.
Anything you can have in Hollywood at all.
I always wanted to be a jock. I skied and boxed
and now he's dead.
Football badly.
I had a good run.
He should have been more of a jock. He would have lived a little longer.
Hey, he made it to 83.
Spent all his time with that damn salad dressing. Should have put that money into
$250 million.
Should have put that money into HGH.
How do people in show business regard?
Is
that the guy from The Office?
Joanne Woodward.
John Krasinski?
At first, he would take time off for movies, and then later on, the movies had to work around his racing schedule.
Well, that ought to do it. Every year I keep saying that I'm going to, stop all this. And so now it looks like I got a couple of really good scripts that will go during the
This is
spring
riveting
and
podcast,
summer.
Carolla.
So all I
That's
have to
Paul
do is
Newman
burn
from
all
the
those
grave.
scripts.
Come on.
No, sure.
It's over in 20 seconds.
Oh, that's fine. Fair enough.
I really was seriously concerned.
Is that Joanne Woodward's voice?
Looked as though it was going to go down the drain.
Is she
Because
still alive?
All he wanted to do was race.
She outlived him.
And that was all that he was really interested in.
You should teach
man before they keep me out of these things.
So you go to Englewood to meet guys named Champion.
That's right.
It's him 100% of the time in car racing. And Joanne Woodward outlived Paul Newman.
Yes, she absolutely did. Now
So that's a great sizzle reel. And then it says Tom Cruise raced with Paul Newman for 2 years. Help us #book Tom by retweeting this video to @TomCruise. His story would make our Newman racing documentary complete. I'll make a deal with you.
Yeah.
I'll get all the Warriors out there to retweet this.
That's right.
But you better put in a damn word for your friend Marty McStubble over here, me,
When?
saying, Tom Cruise, you got to do the Mohr Stories podcast.
I absolutely will, but we got to get him first.
We'll get him.
Okay.
What if we go to the Church of Scientology, sign up, go through I'm being completely serious, go through all the testing. Here's the thing. You never hear about anybody that goes, like, I went to Scientology. It didn't take.
Well,
it's not like Catholicism or Judaism. You go to temple a couple times and you come out the other end like, I'm not just into it anymore.
Right.
I'm a lapsed Catholic. You never hear I'm a lapsed Scientologist. Will we be just? Well, how does it work?
Well, let me
how
explain
have there been no documentaries about Scientology? Like,
let me tell you something. Because people grow up with Judaism and Christianity and other forms of religion. There's no way somebody would stumble on to being Amish or something, or a Shaker, or
unless
Quaker.
They watch the Learning Channel.
Yeah, I'm not going to be a Hasidic Jew. I'm not going to just stumble onto that in 4 months. You know what I mean? You have to grow up with that shit.
Unless
you
you're a Red Sox.
Unless you're what?
I love Red Sox.
And the Boston Red Sox do look like Hasidic Jews in the World Series.
They did. They just stumbled onto it. Well, yeah, but now they're back.
Yeah.
And so, but if you grew up, so no one grows up with Scientology, so they don't shed it off. You know, there's a lot of people grow up with Christianity, and then they go, hey, man, then I got out in the real world, and I got to college, I got my eyes open to some other ideas, man. I started smoking weed,
I did LSD, and I realized the church is a prison. There's walls around my religion,
that's
man.
That's right, man. It's a gilded cage, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. But Scientology, it's not like Kirstie Alley and Tom Cruise raised me. Although that'd be cool.
Whoa, breaking news.
That'd be cool.
Breaking news.
You could do a lot worse than them as your parents.
Do you think, obviously people have tried to do documentaries about Scientology, but it always is like either Scientology has murdered these people and we got to save their lives because they're stuck in a cult, or it's just like, hey, here's a clip of Tom Cruise speaking at a Scientology convention and everybody's like smiling and applauding politely. There's no. Have you ever met anyone that was in Scientology and left and just kind of like hung out? And when they leave Scientology, it's national news. It's like on your AOL homepage.
Yeah.
Why?
First off, I think people who are in Scientology are happier than other religions.
I agree with that.
And like people do that thing where they go, "It's a cult." Like, first off, I think most people, like my mom, is not in a cult, and she's been miserable her entire life. Maybe she needed a cult.
Yeah, she needed...
my mom would have been a lot happier if she was in a fucking cult.
If she met Jim Jones.
Absolutely.
But not gone to,
Guyana.
Yeah, you don't want to go to Guyana with Jim. You want to be the, you stay home and watch the fort.
Right.
Disciple.
Yeah.
You don't want to make that trip.
Yeah. She should have joined a cult. She would have been much happier, and I would arguably say more productive as well as a human being, and more fulfilled. She really would have.
What happens if the
band... You know what there should be?
What's that, honey?
You know they have those cult extraction guys?
Yeah.
Like if one of our kids joins a cult at 19, and like we got to go get this person.
Yeah, I like where you're going.
How about a cult insertion person? Where you go get my mom's lazy fat ass off the sofa in 1979, you go, sweetie...
Big Mama Got-It-All could get it.
We're gonna push.
You gotta get off that couch, baby. Scientology. L. Ron Hubbard didn't start this for nothing. You gotta get involved. You gotta get your intake.
Yeah, that's right. See
go
the volcano?
Yeah.
Go keep going.
Yeah, you need to be run.
Yeah, and
you gotta run the numbers in your mind. Look at Will Smith. Look how well he's doing. Don't you want to be like Will Smith?
That's the point,
You
Mom.
gotta get that Scientology.
Scientology. It's the C is
motherfucker. Spell it.
SCIE.
Scientology. That's all.
No,
Mrs. Carolla, you got to go. You got to be a Scientologist.
Okay, I don't want to argue with how it's
spelled. Now I said it wrong. You fucked my mind up, Adam Carolla.
Scientology.
Will you hand me my prescription?
Oh, but you need to talk to my mom, but not...
I'll talk to your mama.
But what you
I'll see you later tonight at karate class.
No. Hold on a second, Big Mama. You need to go in.
Huh?
She's going to be watching TV.
Now? Huh?
She has a television.
Oh, okay. I love TV.
Yeah, but don't watch it with her.
No.
You need to go get her, throw her in the van. We'll take her to the Scientology Center.
It's in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't feel right bringing her to the Celebrity Center. You know what I mean? She's not really a celebrity.
Your mama's a celebrity. That's Mrs. Adam Carolla, my son's mother.
Okay.
We'll dress her up. We'll say she's Blair Underwood or some shit. We'll make it happen.
Okay, well, that's going to be tough.
Why? He's Ironside. Put your mom in a wheelchair. Little blackface. She'll be all right. Come on. Use your imagination, Adam Carolla.
Get her. Bring her to the van.
Bring her where now?
To the van.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll take the van over to the Scientology Center.
Yeah.
And we'll drop her off.
Yeah.
And then she can enter the cult.
Yeah, okay. Done.
All right. And also,
you might want to call her right now. I just dropped her off myself.
You did what?
She's there.
You already took her?
In the middle of the motherfucking conversation, Adam Carolla. Big Mama got it all. I flex. When I flex, I flex.
Have you
met my son, Champion?
Champions, yeah, in Inglewood?
Yeah, I got 4 boys. Champions, the Champion, and Champion 4.
They named the city after him, didn't they?
Damn right they did. Englewood, City of Champions. So much fucking, I kept dropping out babies in Englewood called City of Champions. That's all.
I think one of them cleaned my windshield with a USA Today when I was stuck at a red light.
That's Champion the 4th.
That was the 4th one?
Yeah, best squeegee man in downtown L.A.
Yeah, he doesn't own a squeegee, but I guess they call him...
What happened to a squeegee?
I didn't ask. He just wanted at me with the sports
government
base.
just keeps stripping things away, stripping.
I don't know if the government takes away squeegees.
I blame Obama.
Well, I don't think he takes away squeegees.
Yes, I met Barack Obama had a squeegee in my hand. He took it right out.
No.
Yes, he did to clean his teeth with it.
No.
Yes, he did.
That's Big Mom.
And he told me, he said, dental hygiene is in the highest point of priority on my entire schedule.
I don't want to call you a liar, but there's no way Obama stole your squeegee.
I know my son would never call me a liar. We got to get your mom into Scientology.
Scientology.
That's what I said.
Yeah. And there's other...
I got asthma.
Who?
I'm asthma.
Oh, you have asthma?
Yeah.
What happened?
She's here somewhere.
Oh, asthma?
Asthma, my daughter.
Oh, asthma's a daughter.
Yeah. What you think I meant?
Well, you said you got asthma.
Yeah, my daughter asthma.
Oh, asthma.
Asthma.
How's that spelled?
A-S-M-A. Asthma.
Oh, okay.
What did you think I meant, Adam Carolla?
I don't...
Say what now?
No, I just think, if you said, I have hiccups, I wouldn't think...
Who the fuck gonna name that baby Hiccups? That's a crazy name.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I got a son, Jadavion, Anthony. I got 4 boys named Champion. And I got a daughter, Asthma.
Right. But you don't know anyone named seasonal allergies or anything like that, do you?
No, you're just being crazy. Pulling Big Mama got it on leg.
I don't know.
You pulling my leg.
Well, you say I got asthma. I think you got asthma.
No, that's asthma with a TH. Now.
Okay.
What if we did this? What if we take the band The Cult and put them in a cult?
I would like to do that.
That would be very meta to see Ian Astbury as a Scientologist. He'd be in the cult. In a cult.
Very underrated stripper music from the 80s. I always knew...
Love Removal Machine?
In a strip club, when the Colt fired up and the chick came through the beads, that meant she knew she was all business.
Why is the strip club you go to Greg Brady's cool bedroom? What strip club are you going to?
I don't need it. Camping is for squares.
Beads? Who comes to the fucking beads? Who's your stripper, Elvira?
It's Star Garden.
Star Garden.
That
was a good movie. That was Eric Roberts, Mariel Hemingway, and that was Fosse's opus, right?
Star Garden, circa 1989. They had beads back there, and the chicks would come through the beads. And my chick was named... The chick I liked...
She liked you, too.
Oh, she did later.
You could tell.
At the beginning, her dancing name was Catlin.
Catlin.
That's right. And I would say, we're going to Star Garden. We're going for a CAT scan. That's what I would say.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
And then she comes through the beads. Did the beads make any tinkling noises?
Yeah. Well, it's hard to hear over the Colt.
Love Removal Machine, yeah.
Yeah.
Underrated. Awesome. I love the Colt.
They're great, and like I said, at a strip club, even better.
Is Scientology something, I'm being, a serious question in all the frivolity that we're having. We're doing well in the deportment department right now. You know what? Let me get that question after this break. This is 30 seconds.
Your business depends on software. All your apps, your databases, your social media, everything. So the last thing you need is a problem with it. New Relic Software Analytics gives you powerful real-time insights into your software so you can spot problems
and fix them before they become big problems. Check it out free for 30 days. Go to newrelic.com/radio, NEWRELIC, newrelic.com/radio, newrelic.com/radio. Back to Adam.
You and I, Adam Carolla, seriously, what would happen if you and I just went to the Hollywood Celebrity Scientology Center and said, we want to see what it's all about?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? I'm being like...
I don't know. Maybe you should just put a GoPro on your hockey helmet and just walk in there and just ask what it's all about.
You don't think they would be suspicious if a celebrity walked in with a hockey helmet that doesn't play hockey? Maybe if like Billy Guerin from the Oilers or Sidney Crosby shows up. Maybe if Dupuis rolls through.
Or even like you, Pat. The 19-year-old chick behind the counters from Indiana is not going to know who Mark Messier is.
Right.
So
she's
going to
think
yourself off as that.
As a special boy wearing a helmet?
No, all I'm saying, forget it. Forget the GoPro on the helmet. Let's go with the big glasses with the camera in it.
But, all right. But let's forget the cameras, because if we get busted, then we're in trouble probably, from what I've heard and read on the interweb. And I believe everything I read on the internet.
Here's a question. Let me ask you this question, Jay Mohr.
Mm-hmm.
You can make fun of Scientology. Not you personally, but we or one can make fun of Scientology all you want. But if I was to ask you, would you like the majority of the people living in your neighborhood or this city? Let's take a place like Inglewood, City of Champions. Would you like everyone in Inglewood to be a Scientologist? Or whatever they are? My answer would be
Scientology.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like...
But I would be like...
your neighbor to be nothing, Catholic, Jewish, Christian, or Scientologist? I might pick Scientologist over a lot of other stuff.
I would pick Scientology only because I would want a neighbor that I could ask questions about Scientology, too. I already know. I got the gist of Judaism, Buddhism, and Catholicism.
I just think...
What do you know about Scientology?
Here's all I know.
You're a learned man.
That neighbor...
You were a roofer.
...would have an impeccable lawn, and you'd see him jogging past your house when you were still up from the night before.
That really is the upshot of being a Scientologist, is you know how to manicure a lawn and you stay physically fit.
How do you
know that? Maybe their lawns are shitty.
Do you think there's a Scientologist with like a sofa out on the lawn and an El Camino up on blocks that's rotting out?
That's the thing, is we don't know. Why do we know nothing?
I think they have their shit together.
Name a Scientologist you know personally.
Well, let's see. I mentioned Kirstie Alley.
Right. Have you ever met her?
Probably.
But you would never ask her about Scientology, right?
No.
Because it's weird. It's uncomfortable.
Right.
However, like if you met a rabbi, you'd go, hey, rabbi, how do you become a rabbi? What's going on?
Right.
How much of us, because they're super scholars, rabbis, when you get to that level of like Monsignor Torgerson from St. Monica's parish in Santa Monica. Yeah. These guys, my father, Tim, my priest, has a master's in divinity. Like he had to go to college. But we don't know anything about Scientology.
Have you seen the building?
Yes.
Have you seen the grounds?
It looks like...
manicured.
It looks like Hollywood.
They got their shit together.
It looks good.
Look. All I'm saying is you
hold on
love
a second.
sports,
You've
right?
never seen a church or a temple with a shitty lawn. That's every religion.
I can go down the City Champions and find some stuff that was built in the 70s that's not holding up too good.
Not in Big Mama Goddardall's neighborhood, but in as you drive through Glendale.
Some are better than others, but this is pretty impeccable.
Yeah.
This is some pretty nice real estate.
But you're not answering my question.
I don't know any Scientologists. All I'm saying is...
But why do we know nothing about science? No one. Like if you ask a Catholic about Judaism, they can give you a little bit of a spiel.
Speaking of spiels, dig this. Dig this notion about Judaism. These people, first off, I don't believe there are any Jewish firefighters. I've never met a Jewish fireman, and I've looked at a lot of their calendars. A lot.
None of them are circumcised?
I'm talking about every year from every city
fire
around this
moils?
great country of ours. I've never seen a guy named Wittenberg. I've never met a Jewish fireman.
I would say that's statistically unbelievably impossible. If there's a Jewish punter in the NFL, there's a Jewish fireman somewhere in the United States.
The majority
in the Bronx. Think about the Bronx.
All right, it's not a business that a lot of Jews traditionally get into.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that.
All right. Now, these people are the most...
Whoa. What do you mean, these people? That got Ross Perot kicked out of a whole presidential race. That one phrase. Isn't that amazing?
Them Jews is what I mean.
Fair enough.
Unbelievable around fire.
What?
Now just listen.
I'm listening.
They dress, especially the Hasidic Jews, the rabbis and stuff, they have the payas hanging down.
Those are the curls for those of you that are not...
The full beards.
Yeah.
Full long beards. They got the wide brim hats made out of felt. They're wearing prayer shawls, which are just one big flammable necklace.
And just strings hanging off their belts.
Strings hanging off the belt. They're just one big fuse.
But how do you know...
one big wick ready to go up. Just listen to me. Listen to me. They have strings and wicks and fuses hanging off of every orifice. Their face, their head, their legs. It's all the prayer shawl. When you bend over to blow out a candle and you're a Hasidic Jew, you're fucking torch. You're Molotov cocktail. You never hear about a Jew's house burnt down. You never hear the synagogue burnt down because a couple of Aryans went over there and threw something into it. But they
we apologized.
But it's never like the Jew fell asleep smoking a cigarette and the whole trailer park went up. It's never that. They're the most amazing people around fire because they're constantly they kindle the Sabbath candles all fucking day long.
Yeah.
There's not like the menorah. It's not like one candle with a fucking safety around it.
No.
It's a whole bunch of candles. It's an open flame. It's an open flame. It's burning all the time. All they do is kindle shit. They never burn anything down and they never catch on fire. If Jews, let me just put it this way. If Catholics dressed like Jews with the payos and the prayer shawls, you'd see them running up and down
like
Fairfax on fire all day long.
Right.
That's how they would light the streets. It just you just go, there's another burning Catholic guy just chugging down the street ablaze.
Think of the shape we'd be in just from all that running to get the flames off our back. You're missing the bigger point when it comes to Judaism. Jews, little known fact, flame retardant. On birth.
God, I believe it.
The moment they're born, God has blessed them. If they don't believe in the New Testament and Christ as the Savior, they're allergic. You can't eat shellfish, according to Leviticus. In Leviticus, right after the shellfish rap, you shall be blessed with complete flame retardant children.
I don't want to go back and unearth World War II and a couple things Hitler did over in the camps there, but some of them not completely flame retardant.
I think you might want to look at your history books.
All right.
Flame retardant.
I'm going to go.
I'm not touching what you said with a 50-foot pole now that I'm under the corporate umbrella. But why do we know nothing about Scientology?
Well,
why am I so excited about this?
I don't know, but if my neighbor was a Scientologist, I would be cool with it.
What are the
would you be cool with it?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I think what they do...
What are the tenets of Scientology?
I think the deal is bust your hump and then give us some of what you earned.
But don't you go through like a whole data process where they strip your
I think it's a lot more.
What do they call it? Processing.
I know a lot of it's insane, but I think there's a lot of. I like the internalization part of it. I like the part where you got to bust and maybe this is because we only know the celebrity versions of these people, but I feel like John Travolta and Tom Cruise are the two most productive human beings ever born.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even, in Hollywood. I mean, anywhere.
Yeah.
Historically. I feel like Tom Cruise is somewhere doing a push-up right now, and John Travolta's sitting on his back, dyeing his hair.
Yeah.
With a Sharpie.
Top or bottom, who knows?
I'm just saying. Those guys,
my God, Scientology! I thought you was gonna die. I swear, Adam Carolla.
It's not like those ever. They're not holding a cold one and watching the game. That's what I'm saying.
But Tom does. Tom's like a big Notre Dame fan. He's a huge football fan. Like he's like a guy's guy.
I've been at Kimmel's house when Tom came by.
I don't. What?
Yes.
Tom Cruise is rolling through Kimmel's house, and you got to start a goddamn Twitter war to get him on board your documentary about Paul Newman, his idol.
This was some years ago.
Oh.
And
back when Jimmy was hot.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. And I offered him a beer on Sunday on the late game, and he said, no, thanks. And he had a town car driver.
On the set of Saturday Night Live, when Nicole Kidman hosted, he was backstage holding an Amstel Light. Yeah. So with my own peepers.
Wow.
And he was cool.
All right.
But the Scientologists seem to have extraordinary memory.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's almost like See, you and I have no idea. This is all a guessing game. What it's about.
I know.
We know
I've
that
seen their lawn.
Matty Boy just pulled up Scientology on his.
A little something here. Scientology comprises a body of knowledge which extends from certain fundamental truths.
I want to know what those truths are.
Those are: man is an immortal spiritual being.
All right.
Does it say anything about hedges or sod at all?
It does.
Trimming the driveway, edging.
Yes, it says you have to use fresh manure when planting crops.
What are these tenets? A man is an eternal being. That's right. That's right out of the Buddha, right?
Man is an immortal spiritual being.
No reason to reinvent any of these wheels.
His experience extends well beyond a single lifetime.
That's fair. Reincarnation.
That's every